Pacoima. It's your boy, Icon, with a Marvel Disney Plus review for you, going over Wonder Man Episode 3. And before we get started, hit the notification bell, like it or subscribe. Check out my other reviews for Wonder Man, and let's get started because this one will be extremely fast. So in this episode, the government's problem is basically this. They have a maximum security prison that's supposed to house like enhanced individuals and people with superpowers. They said that prison is half empty. And the big government, they're trying to justify the budget for all this and all the people that work there if they don't have any powered prisoners to hold them. So that's why this one particular government agent, he got what is it, Jasper, the Mandalorian, the Mandarin. They've got the Mandarin, following Wonder Man because they know that Wonder Man has powers and they suspect Simon of, being like a terrorist. So they're basically trying to build a case against him so they can lock him in the prison, and this one particular agent can justify why he still has a job. So he tells him that, listen, Simon's supposed to be going to his mother's house for his birthday. I don't know how they knew all that information. And even if they did know it was his mother's birthday, it's like, how do you know he was actually going to go? So he's saying that, Simon's supposed to go to his mom's house, in Pacoima for her birthday. And he wanted the Mandarin to follow him, and go down there, go with him and try to get something incriminating where they can bust his ass. Simon is still trying to get that callback audition, and his agent is just like, sit tight. She's like, you'll be the first to know if I hear something. He goes down to he ends up telling the Mandarin, he's like, look, I got to go see my mom's. He was like, yo, could I come with you? And he's like, I bet, he's like, but don't mention the fact that I got kicked off that other show, because everybody thinks, that I'm still like a working actor. Now, they start the episode off with a flashback of when Simon was a child. It was him, his mother, and his brother. They are Haitian. And they were at the doctor's office because apparently there was a fire in their house, and Simon was in the house when the house caught fire. So the doctor checked him out, and she said that miraculously, like, although his clothes were burned, she was like, how there's no smoke in his lungs, like there's no like third-degree burns or anything. They said actually he's 100% perfectly fine and healthy, so he's very lucky to be alive. And then, the mom was like, oh my God, that's a miracle. And I'm like, why is no one questioning this? I was like, it's weird because I'm unclear about whether or not his family knows he has like abilities and where these abilities came from. His father is not in the picture. His mom's around. His family's there. His father's not there. Was his father an alien? I'm trying to figure this out. So now, but then like I said, the fire thing. The brother was just like, oh, how do you not know that there's smoke in the house? Like his brother's being an ass. Him and his brother don't get along. They get to the party. And when they get to the party, his brother's there, and he's just like, "Oh, you're wasting your time being an actor." The Mandarin is walking around trying to get information about him. He's not getting information. The only information he's able to uncover is that Simon's actually a really good human being. He's wearing a wire because the government wanted him to wear a wire at the birthday party, and he's really not getting any like tangible information that they can use to build a case against Simon. But then there was a moment where like the brother, he was just like, "Oh, my insurance firm is doing really good, so I can hire new people." And then Simon was like, I'm not going to work for your insurance firm. He's like, oh, but you're wasting your time doing the acting, and it's not doing anything. It's not getting you anywhere. Later on that night, they're in the kitchen. He gave his mom a birthday present. Simon gave his mom a birthday present, and then his brother came in. He was like, oh, you're wasting money that you don't have because you're a failed actor. And he's like, you've been doing this for 10 years, and it's a pipe dream, and you're wasting your time, and it's nothing but foolishness. And then Simon gets upset. He slams the table. His eyes turn purple again. He slams the table, and then he destroyed, like, the kitchen table. And when he destroyed the kitchen table, the Mandarin was the only person who was legitimately surprised that he did that. Like, his mom and his brother treated it like, damn, Simon, there you go, using your powers again, breaking shit. And I'm just like, why is no one asking these questions? It's like, why? And then Simon just walked out the house and like got in the car, and his mom wasn't calling his phone like, what the hell was that? Like, you destroyed, the kitchen. Like, what the, like his brother wasn't like, where'd you get these powers from? So clearly they are aware that he has powers. Like, this isn't a secret. They're completely 100% aware of the fact that this man has power and that he blowing shit up. Because it wasn't like the whole kitchen scene wasn't a surprise. And then Simon says to the Mandarin, he's just like, nobody's ever seen that side of me before outside of my family. So I'm like, okay, so his family does know about these powers, but why are you saying this casually to him as though it's not a big deal? And then he was like, if word got out, he was like, I could never work as an actor again. And then he was like, why? You know, and then he was just like, I'm just struggling for my own identity. I just need one win, but maybe it's time I come to the realization that acting isn't for me and I'm a failure at it. And then Simon, like, then the Mandarin spending that whole day with him and his family and seeing how he was treated and everything, he actually felt bad. And then he went over to, you know, like the trees, and the videotape, like the wire that he was wearing, like the camera wire that he was wearing, he basically took it and like broke it in half, because at the end of the day, he was like, if I got to go to prison, fuck it, I'll just go to prison. But he was like, this is a good dude. Like, I can't sell him out like that. And then after he broke the memory card that had, like, you know, the whole party, all the party audio on it, he goes back to Simon, and Simon was like, my agent just called. He was like, you and I both got callbacks for, you know, for Wonder Man. And that's how the episode ended. And thank you for tuning in. So clearly the government has something to do with him getting a callback for Wonder Man. Because I remember, like, if it was just him, if he would have just said like, oh, I got a call back for Wonder Man, I would have been like, wow, things are actually looking up for him. You know, like maybe things are going to start turning around. The fact that both Simon and the Mandarin both got callbacks is like, nah, the government's pulling that string like somewhere in the background. So they want him to be Wonder Man for whatever. I don't know. The government trying to trick him into using his powers. And I don't understand. Like, it's weird because this man has had these powers for, like, you know, his entire life. We don't know how he got them. His family knows he got them. Nobody's saying anything. And the government's whole concern is just bringing him in just so this one guy specifically doesn't lose his job. But share your questions, comments, and concerns down below, and let's continue to talk about it. So what were your thoughts on episode 3 of Wonder Man? You know, what do you think about his family? Bringing Haitians into the fold. I'm like, that was a choice. You know, I mean, I don't know if the actor is Haitian in real life, but I've never actually seen that before. So that was actually really cool to see, like, you know, their interactions and, you know, and how they get down and everything. Like, put it in the sauce or something they said like that. But I mean, I look forward to see, like, at this point, I just want answers. I kind of just want answers. And the one Marvel series where I would have actually been okay with us having 6 episodes, we're getting like 8. It is going to take even longer. But like I said, but let me know what you thought about this particular episode of Wonder Man. Check me out all over social media, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, and YouTube, where you can leave your questions, comments, and concerns. Check out my videos for all you drama queens out there, for all you romance, you know, like lovers out there. Check out my reviews for Bridgerton. Bridgerton is up on my YouTube channel. And I said I got Wonder Man for all you superhero fans. I got wrestling for all the wrestling fans. And for all you fashion moguls, this Saturday I am going to a fashion show, and that will be up on my channel. And I have something new for you, a new surprise coming for all you guys as well. So till next time, guys, for episode 4 of Wonder Man, let's stay out of Pacoima, wherever the hell his parents live. Like, let's not go there again. And until next time, we're out this bitch.